You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey, everybody, and welcome. It's Miss Jen, all the way over here in the Houston, Texas area. It has been a lovely day. I hope your weather is really cool wherever you are. Hey, Kenneth, how are you doing, man? As I've been moving stuff from one warehouse to another all day long, I kind of like at the last minute was like, you know what am I going to do today? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. So I picked 3 of my favorite things to sell you. I picked Zenescope, I picked Image, and I picked Marvel. So these are our better books. So these are the ones that usually hide behind the counter. I don't usually do those with you guys because I'm usually trying to like, ooh, let's see how cheap I can get things. So I'm going to do this stuff at 25% off, which I don't usually do sales on stuff that's behind the counter. And also, if you buy at least something today, you get to have a free copy of this awesome Spawn that you can go get autographed at conventions. It's got all the people that have ever worked on Spawn or that are part of Image. So these are really cool, totally free with purchase. All right, everybody, let's get it all rocking and rolling and give you a chance to do some thumbs up and some hearts and some sharing and some subscribing if you haven't already. And come on back and we'll get going.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
I love the lead into this show because it's like a veritable cornucopia of our employees, past, present. And I get to hear Jenna. I miss Jenna very much. I know you guys do too. And Teddy, who worked for me for a really long time, super cool guy. All right, Randy and Kenneth, since you guys are the ones in the room first here, do you want to decide where I'm going to start here? You want to start in the lovely Marvel, the super interesting Image. There's tons of stuff back behind all of that. And the Zenescope, or whatever you guys say. It's dealer's choice. Dealer's choice today. All right, drink all my water. I'm going to start with my Coke. Whoever made Coke Zero is just an all-around genius. Because I was so sad that I was sugar-free and couldn't have Coke, and it's my favorite drink. Burke is not going to choose. All right, I'm just going to go from the top. And then Burke says something. Now you want Coke. I'm sorry. It's just like the commercials at the movie theater where they're like, glug, 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 over ice. And you're like, oh, I must have it. Rusty! All right. You have to drink your coffee first. Oh, your browser crashed. Okay. So what I said was, hey, do you want to start in Zenescope or do you want to start in Image? Do you want to start in Marvel? Everything is 25% off. These are all our better books from behind the counter. And you get a Spawn issue for free for buying anything today. So I'm going to start. Where did I say I was going to start? Let's just start in the middle because that's fun. Middle. Hey! That's what Randy says, so it's perfect. All right. Just remember, whatever I say for price, take 25% off of that. This is a cool book variant cover for Above Snakes. This is a Sean Lewis book. And that one is normally $35. It's a series that I didn't get to read. Hard to get book. This one is variant cover F with a British flag on there. I think maybe that must be the thing that changes on this cover. This is Artifacts #2 variant. That's normally a $25 variant. Really like that one because it has both the darkness and Witchblade. Oh, and interesting enough, I also have Artifacts #2 New York Comic Con variant. I'm not familiar with that character. Do you guys know who that is? That one is also a $25 book. Take 25% off. Now, this is the one I honestly would get at this discount price. This is Ball and Chain #1, a really hard to get book. And they did actually announce that this one was going to be in development. I don't really know when that might happen, but it's a really good book by Lobdell, even if it never happens. That's a $40 book. I think this must be the 1:25 ratio variant for Blood-Stained Teeth. That's normally a $40 book. Take 25% off. Oh, thank you. That's awesome, JD. That would be perfect. I could stop saying it. This awesome cover of Crossover. It was the one that I think that we only had one of them when the cover that she's looking at is the same cover that you're looking at. It's kind of crazy. That's a $35 variant. I also have Department of Truth #13. That's an Orzo variant. That's normally $40. This is probably my favorite of all of the 90s gold covers. So they used to send one of these per retailer. This one's the retailer variant for Cyber Force #3, which is the part of the Killer Instinct. And I think that you used to be able to get these during the, like the retailers got it during the Killer Instinct tour. There was a big tour that they did. So that's $25 and take a discount off. Hey, Lyle! I'm doing 25% off some of our amazing rare books from behind the counter today because I just don't ever really show you guys this stuff. I have the Extreme Prejudice Retail Handbook. This would have been an advanced thing for Extreme since we know that Liefeld's entire universe has been purchased for optioning. This would be a good thing to pick up. It has its original card. And that one is a $40 book, so only $30. Necromancer. Oh, thank you. She looks really cool. I like her cool skirt. And also Extreme Prejudice #0. That one is a $30 book. That's an early Dan Panosian cover. Oh, man. So Farmhand #1s are super hard to come by. And I think this was one of the variants. They did a connecting cover variant. They only had 5 stores do it. We have one. This is not our cover. Ours had the eyeballs on it. We were the center square, I think. And that's a $50 variant. I can't do math like that. How about this is a Gen 13 preview. So this is pre-actual Gen 13. That is a Jim Lee cover. And that is a $20 book. So that makes it only $15. One of my favorite, very spooky, mess your brain up joke. Sorry, joke. I'm reading Lyle's thing. Messing your brain up book. This is Jeff Lemire's Gideon Falls #1 first print. That one is normally $50. Now this one's cool. This one is God Country #2. God Country is an amazing book series. If you've never read it, I highly recommend it. This one is a Savage Dragon variant and has a Donny Cates autograph there in gold. He did that during Alamo City Comic Con back in the day. This one was done in front of me. That one is normally $25. The time to get early Ice Cream Man issues is whenever you find them because they don't come up very often. I'm kind of surprised this one's still back there. This one is Ice Cream Man #4, normally $25. Got Comics Pro. I Hate This Place #1. Really great series. This one was available only to members of the Comic Book professional retail organization. Those are $35 usually. Or how about the gold logo Kingsman, the red diamond, Frank Quietly cover? That's normally $30. Or I think I got this at maybe a Comic-Con. This is The Last Siege. This is also a double signed ashcan. That's normally $75. This one has a little bit of stress on it, but this is the special cover that Haberlin makes for retailers that he just digs. You know, always send you a copy signed. So these are really hard to come by. It's also called Cover C. And it looks like the other copy I have is 100. So we'll do 25% off of 100 autographed. Does everyone have their Christmas shopping done? This is a rare foil cover from Metal Society. The Zach Kaplan book is a Silvestri cover. That one is normally $150. I think I bought these from him. Excuse me, that was horrible. At New York Comic Con in person. And this one is another beautiful foil logo. Also gotten from there. That one's normally 100. All done. It's gotta feel good. I have Oblivion Song #1 for just $25. Ooh, this is a cool show and book series. If you guys haven't read this yet, this is awesome. This is Greg Rutka. The Old Guard, issue #1, normally $25. And a really awesome Matt Hawkins series, Postal. This is the #1 for $30. I've got Prophet #1, gold cover for $50. Not too expensive, not a bunch of kiddos. Do you have any pets that you buy for, Lyle? This is Redneck #6. This is the logo variant. See that little logo there? That's the pink or red logo variant. Usually it's green or blue. That one's a $50 book. Rare variant for Snot Girl #1. So you got everything is inexpensive for you, Lyle. That's awesome. Because pets usually cost a lot of money to take care of. That one is a convention exclusive for #1. It's usually $150. This is a signed copy of Sonata #1. It's the Vegas Summit exclusive, signed by Haberlin, who's signed in front of me. That one's normally $80. Weirdly, I have an unsigned one for $100. I have Spawn #6. This is a newsprint. That's really, really rare to find. That one's $50. Newsstand. I also have a Newsstand #80. Also normally $50. It works so much you'd have a pet. I hear you. It's a lot. I'm babysitting my son's 3 rats. They usually have 2 rats, but one of their rats developed a tumor. And there's nothing really to be done about it. That doesn't hurt them or anything, but they got a 3rd rat because rats don't do well by themselves. They know the other rat's going to die soon. So their names are Big Mac, Whopper, and Baconator. This is a very rare, cool book. This one has a double cover. So underneath this cover, there's another cover. Or is this the one that there's 2 total books? Let me check. I'm going to check and see how much double there is in this one. I can't remember now. It is Spawn #250. Scotty Young cover. Old Guard goes to Lisette. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about this one. It's a double book, I bet. Unless it was just a giant thick book. Oh, please. Maybe it's just a rare thick book. What do I know? I swore I had a double cover one somewhere. Maybe I sold that one. Hey, Steve! You love your son's rat beyond all reason because of their names. So that one's $50. Take 25% off of that one. Lisette gets Old Guard. Is it in my hand? It is not in my hand. It's in this one. Old Guard. And you get a free copy of that pretty Spawn. All right, Lisette. That is yours. Lieutenant is coming in strong. Getting that cool Spawn. Steve, how are you doing? We're talking about our pets. And you also get a copy of Spawn. So anybody that makes a purchase tonight gets a copy of this cool Spawn that you can get people to autograph. Free, with a side of free. Okay, also have Spawn number 297, a harder to find second print for just $20. And everything that I say, take 20%, 25% off of that, whatever I say. It's weird to say that a blank would be a tough one to get, but this one is a tough one to get. This is Spawn 300, which is the history making issue when he went the longest of any like independent book. Even though I would like to argue there's another one that's gone longer. But this one is normally 30. I have Tales of the Witchblade number 9. This one is the gold foil logo version. And that one is normally 40. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 16. That's pretty early and tough to source. I would love to tell you who the cover artist is on this. It's Larson and somebody else. That one is normally 35. Bone. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 18, another early book. Same cover artist, and that one is 35 usually. And I love this cover. This one is number 21, and I like that character. I don't know what that character's name is, but it reminds me of horny toads. I grew up in Texas, and I like horny toads. There's not many around. They're endangered, really. And that one is 35 normally. And I've got a 1 in 25 ratio variant. This is Declan Shelby's Time Before Time number 1. I think that series is still going. That one is normally 35. Aww. Twig 1 in 50. Virgin variant normally 45. Yeah. The Lone Star State. Yeah. Oh, and also Twig 1 in 100. Normally 100. I'm sure it might have gone down. If I ever tell you that a price usually is something and you're like, the market's changed a lot on that, Miss Jen, you can always say that to me. I'm happy to do 25% off of whatever the market is if you really think it's way off. Walking Dead 100. This one is some cool black and white variant with Negan on the cover. There's a new Negan show coming soon, I think. No, it's Governor. That's right, it's the Governor. Normally 30. Walking Dead number 70, normally 30 bucks. 75, normally 25. I've got Walking Dead Weekly. This is an amazing Comic-Con variant. This is when they reprinted them all, but they just did them once a week, which is kind of fun. And that one is 45. That one's tough to get. Variant cover for What's the Furthest Place from Here, normally 30. Read that if you haven't yet, especially if you're a big fan of Four Kids Walk into a Bank. I've got first print number ones of Witchblade, normally 25. I remember when this came out and I would pay, I think at one point I was paying 25 to get them back into my store, so I had copies of it because it was the hottest book for a long time. Now these are super cool books you may not have seen before. They are the anime book for Witchblade. So it's called Witchblade Takeru Manga. I've got number 10 for 15 and number 11 for 15. I also have Witchblade 25. It's a really wonderful sparkle cover with her and Fathom together. And that one's normally a $50 book. All right, this is perfect timing. So we're going to take our break and come back, and you guys get to tell me whether you want to do Zenoscope or Marvel. I'm happy with either one. Something was wrong with the children. I would read that book, honestly, JD. All right, I'll see you guys right after the break.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rocket Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
There's a comic book universe on the streets of Cleveland. Hero Tomorrow Comics is debuting
Violante, the Undead.
Get the new issue or the entire acclaimed library live on Kickstarter.
I'm coming for you, Cleveland.
Details at clevelandsuperhero.com.
Welcome back. Maverick tells me where I'm going to go next on the board. Maverick likes Marvel, so that's where we're going to go. And that is a lot of numbers. So Maverick 1973, 13. It's a long name. All right, so I picked our box that starts with U. So these are all still 25% off. And everyone still gets a copy of Spawn for any purchase you make. I'll even say I'll give you another copy if you buy something else. It's totally fine. We only have an hour show, so it can't get too crazy, right? Uncanny Avengers. This is number 4 variant. That's a 1 in 100 ratio variant for just $30. You guys want to know what ratio variants mean? You guys might not know. So if it says 1 in 100, it means that the retailer that you purchased this from had to buy 100 copies of just the regular covers, so A and B covers, in order to be able to buy this one for you. So it's not like they just get it for free. They still have to buy it, and they had to buy 100 other copies. So it's just an incentive for those that are supporting cool books like this. So now you know. Uncanny Tales from the Grave, number 9, is normally 25. Some old spook. That's what I was going to say, Steve. I thought the Cerebus was definitely something that was an independent book that had lasted longer. So I don't know what the ruling was on that, but it's interesting anyway. I'm proud of both of them. Dave Sim is amazing. X Factor number 1. This is a gorgeous copy for just $20. Plus you get your discount. You want to pet Steve's avatar? Oh, he does look like a pretty puppy. He's a good doggo. What kind of doggy is that? Looks like a wiener dog. Long face. This is Uncanny X-Force. This is an original Ken Hazer sketch. It does have the certificate with it. And it is of Storm. I love Storm. And that is usually $100. So 25% off of that one is a really good deal. Let's blow through some X-Men. I got a ton of it. So I'm going to go real fast. If you guys want to know anything about conditioner or that stuff, stop me and ask. Otherwise, I'm just going to go through. Otherwise, we will never finish. I have X-Men number 21. It's the first appearance of Dominus. That's normally $150. I have X-Men number 89. That one's normally $35. Me, Doxy. Oh, I want to give him many pets. X-Men number 93. Normally $90. Also number 98. Normally $50. Number 99, first appearance of Black Tom Cassidy. That one's normally $200. Oh, and I've got one with a little less quality. It's got some spine ticks. That one is, oh, wait a minute. Nope, this is right. $125. I have number 109, the first Weapon Alpha at normally $250. Got number 110, Phoenix joins the team, normally $65. Number 113, normally $50. And I've got one in a little bit better condition for $100. Got number 116. This one is the this 116. Sorry, I've got 116 and 118. My brain said they were both the same book. That one is $50 normally. Got number 118, the first appearance of Mariko Yoshida. That one is normally a $40 book. Number 119 is normally a $40 book. Number 123, this one is a mid to low grade, but is a very sought after book. This one is $35 normally. Number 124 is the it's the Proletarian and the Arcade's Origins, both in this book, normally $45. And I have the first Proteus in number 126 for normally $30. 127 is full-blown Proteus, normally $40. Number 131 is the first White Queen cover, normally $50. Number 136, classic cover. That one is normally $35. 137 is $65 normally. I also have one with a little less condition at $40. Condition of 131. I would say VF and M. It just has a tiny bit of ticks there. It just happens to have a really nice black spine, which is dumb. And it has just this little bit of stresses. You see them? It's nothing big, but they do exist. Everything else about the book is really pretty. Number 138. I always feel like we should be playing the Hulk walking away sad music. That one's normally 25. I've got one a little less condition-y for 20. 131 goes to Burka. Okay, Burka, let's lay that there. I love this cover. Number 139, Kitty Pryde, normally 25. I've got 140, which is the first appearance of Wendigo in a bunch of different conditions. Prices around 25 or 30. I don't know why. Everyone's collection, I think, has that in it. If you're going to collect Uncanny, you might as well. By the way, I'll show this. I think someone eventually is going to feel sad they didn't buy it this price, but this is Young Avengers number 1 through 11, which is the entire series for just $400. That would make it $300 tonight. And there's so many first appearances in that set. So many. Oh, did I just not have a 135? Oh, I'm so sorry. Make two. I'm still trucking along though. I've still got some good ones here. For $20 plus some discount, I've got the Uncanny X-Men number 157. It's Phoenix, but she's dead. Okay, I also have whichever one you want to believe here. It's either the first appearance of the Brood or the first Ilyana Rasputin, and probably it's both of them. Uncanny X-Men 160 is just 20. I also have number 164. It's the first Carol as Binary. That one is normally 30. I have the first appearance of Lockheed. It's number 166. It's a double-sized issue, and that one's normally 25. I have the first appearance of Madeline Pryor in number 168. That's normally 30. Matt Carper is going to take 160. Okay. I'll look at both copies, my friend. You know what? I think the $20 copy is just as good as the $30 copy. So I'm going to give you the $20 copy if you don't mind, because it's just, you're just going to save you money and it's the same exact condition. Plus, you're going to get 25% off. Plus, you're going to get a cool Spidey book. You're in. All right. I also have number 169. The Angel Has Fallen. That one's normally a $20 book. Rogue joins the X-Men in number 171. Normally a $24 book. Cable appears in this book first as Baby Nathan in number 201, normally 20. And I got lots of likes. Oh, I feel good inside now. I have a beautiful copy of number 212, first round, Wolvie versus Sabretooth, normally a $20 book. Circular shipping, I can get you shipped up to 10 books for just $6. I ship media rate because my local post office is fine with that. They actually say, please do, so you can do all of our stuff online. But if you know your local post office is fussy about it, we can send it priority. And then it's whatever flat rate priority is right now. I need to go and look. I haven't looked for a little while. But you can do up to 20 books for $8 at media rate also. And if you'd like, please fill out the form. Even if you don't purchase tonight, it'll actually let me get you all kinds of information so you can shop with me on all my shops. I have so many shows. Some of them are just informational. All right. Uncanny X-Men number 212 is normally 40. Sorry, I think I just showed you one of those. And number 213, fully involved in this battle, normally 20. As always, guys, if you didn't get to watch the show, but you're watching it in review, you can still send me messages. As long as you can send me emails, you can send me direct message if you're on Facebooks. All right, UXM. Well, oh, I got to go back all the way to those. Okay, give me a second, Circular. Number 222 is normally a $25 book. Number 234 is the first appearance of the Goblin Queen, normally 40. First Sinister cover is in 239. Look at it, he's holding his chin like he's Tarkin. Normally a $20 book. Number 251 is normally a $30 book. Iconic Mark Silvestri. King size annual number 4 is normally 25. And weirdly, I have this number 95 not in its right spot. It is Death of... That is so funny. I wrote so poorly on there. This is a Big Death. That's a $250 book. Bakara 213. Okay, Bakara, I gotcha. If you would pretty please fill out the form so that I can send you some information after the show. I don't want you to miss out on anything else we're doing because you can get all your stuff shipped together from all of my shows. I'm happy to get you combined up the shipping for all the stuff we do. All right, I'm going to show 38, 138, 139, 140. Really quickly so we don't run out of time for everyone. 138. I have a couple copies of 138. I've got a $20 copy and a $25 copy. I have for 139, I've got a $25 copy and a $35 copy. And 140, I have got pretty much any price point that you want. 25, 30, or 35. I would just pick out the best copy for you at the price. You still get 25% off. So that is what I've got. David Mora, welcome. How are you doing, man? We're doing 25% off of the books I'm showing. We're blasting through as many as we can. I have Vault of Evil number 2. That one is 50. And as I've said, because we're trying to go quickly through, I'm saying if you want to know a condition, you want to see it up close, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just doing a general price point. It takes a long time to say what condition is, and it starts to sound like I'm just reading the newspaper at some point. Vault of Evil number 19 is 40, usually. I really love these. They stopped doing these. They just don't do them very much anymore. They just started making new facsimiles or second prints or those things. This is the Vengeance of Moon Knight. It's a Lanil cover. This one puts together Vengeance of Moon Knight 1 through 3. It's super tough to find this one. This one's a $45 book normally. All right, circular once. 138, 139. 138. That one looks better. Just 1 second, Julie, and I will absolutely tell you that. I'm happy to do it. That 1, 2, 3, 9. 2, 3, 9. First Sinister cover. Okay. I got you circular. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody that's making purchases is getting this super swanky spawn cover. I'm going to put these over there with their calls. Okay. I'm so happy to see so many new faces. Thanks for joining our network and enjoying all this fun. All right, I promise you to tell you what the condition of number 1 is. This is a not great condition one. This one needs to be pressed. I'm going to show you the spine. It's a good starter copy, but it's not brilliant. It is a newsstand, but it's just $25. It's a good placeholder one or one to read if you didn't want to open up a perfect copy. I have got, this is a Venom number 26 is a Shannon Mayer Virgin variant. That one's normally $30. I have got Venom number 4. It's the Origin of Null, normally $30 book. I also have Venom number 13, part of the War of the Realms, right in the middle of Cullen Bunn's run, normally $25. You're welcome, hon. I'm glad to do it. I have the Hots Venom for, the Hots variant for Venom 31, and that one's normally $25. I have had really good copies come through, Julian. Just keep watching the shows. Keep asking me. If I have one, I will go and get it off the front wall for you. Vision number 5. There's the Vision family there in the background. That one is a $30 book normally. How about Vote Loki number 1? This one is the variant number 1 in 25 ratio variant. That one's normally a $50 book. What's up, Thrill? This is a Warlock. It is Warlock number 9, but this is his first time in his own solo book. That one is normally, what do we got here? It says it's the Origin of Magus and cameo of the Inbetweener. I've got this gorgeous copy that's normally $65 and one that's probably more of a mid-grade copy at just $25. And the last issue of Warlock altogether, this one is number 15, normally $25. Let's see how much we can get done. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like this is a speed round. What's everyone's favorite book they're reading right now? I also have Web of Spider-Man 31. It's a really cool cover. I love those. Normally $25. Condition of X-Men 98. Let's see. Oh, that's 95, not 98. Let's find 98. Probably good. Probably just good. It has that damage. And that damage. So just a good copy. But it is 25% off of 50, so it's a pretty good price. You just finished the original X-Men. Ooh, what? Are you happy? And Transformers and G.I. Joe. The modern stuff, Matt. You're reading that new stuff right now? Oh, and Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Oh, yeah. That is a messed up book. You see what I mean about the last, like the end of the book? Doesn't feel like it could possibly just be a single shot. Yeah, if you guys didn't pick up the original X-Men number 1 that came out this week, go run and get it. Especially if you were ever a fan of X-Men 92. And if you've looked and seen that they just made an announcement in the last couple of days, it's like that big black logo that says X-Men Through the Fire or something. It was an awesome reveal. Yeah, it was. All right, Web of Venom Carnage Born. This one is a Mayhew variant cover, normally $25. I've got West Coast Avengers. This reveals Master Pandemonium. It is normally a $40 book. I've been pretty much badgering everybody this week to buy one, just so I can just talk about it. Western Gunfighters #3, normally a $30 book. Western Gunfighters #6, normally a $50 book. When people kid around about Ghost Rider riding around on a horse, the original Ghost Rider did ride a horse. He was all in white. All right, we got some what ifs. What ifs here. What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? It would become the Fantastic Five, it looks like. Really beautiful copy, normally $85. What if Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy? Normally $100. Oh, Chris, you can also be part of the club that's like losing their mind. So good. What if the Hulk went berserk? Normally a $40 book. Boop, boop. Discord's going crazy. Oh, that's the same book. Weird Wonder Tales #13. That was normally a $45 book. The set's going to take What If Hulk. I like that cover too. What's that? Okay. Weird Wonder Tales #18. Normally a $25 book. What the Christmas special? Milk and Cookies for Santa. This one is normally a $30 book. Very timely. Ooh. What if the Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet? I just got through watching both of those movies back to back in the last couple days. That's normally a $30 book. Or what if Peter Parker became the Punisher? This one's become a pretty hot book. That one's normally $50. What the? #26. It's got Spider-Ham on the front cover, and that one is normally $50. Got Wolverine #10, normally a $40 book. Oh my gosh. What is this doing in this pile? Wolverine #1. This is signed by John Romita Sr. This is a limited edition of 25. This is #12. That's a $200 book. You can save yourself a ton of money and get yourself a John Romita Sr. autograph. Wow. Wolverine Old Man Logan #67. This is a second printing variant, and it's the second appearance of Old Man Logan, normally $25. Wolverine What If? This one is called Father and is normally a $30 book, and it has a piece of What If called What If Venom Possessed Deadpool. Wolverine Power Pack #1. Normally $30. Wolverine #1. Oh, I can't remember what ratio this is. This is the Adam Kubert cover. You're going to have to look up and see what the ratio is on that. That one's normally a $50 book. Or how about this insanity? How about a 1 in 500 Mobius? That one is Wolverine. That's normally $150. See if we can make it through our last pile. Make sure we get off on time because the comic book beardies are on next, and you get to see Mog and Mel tonight. What else is going on, JD? Am I forgetting someone else's cool show that's on tonight? I feel like there's always so much going on Thursdays. Okay, I have World War Hulk #1, normally $25. And I've got World War Hulk #5, which is the first son of Hulk, Scar, which you saw at the end of one of the most recent movies. That one's normally $40. Billing happens next Wednesday. That's okay, hon. A lot of people get nervous that I'm going to get angry at them for not paying like within 24 hours, but we're all good. The set's going to take both of those. Not messing around. The set, I'll make sure to get you all your copies of Spawn because I said that I was going to give everybody a Spawn for every book they got. Talking new comic books, Comic Book Birdies, then Mog and Mel. Holiday Artist Jam. You got to show up for that. How about X Factor #1 for just $40? Take your discount on that. 8 artists drawing. What a fun thing just to sit around and listen to what they have to talk about. It's like being a fly on the wall. And the first appearance of Archangel in X Factor #24, normally $28. I've got an X-Force #2. This one is signed by Rob Liefeld right there in big black marker. And that one is normally $40. I also have an autographed Greg Capullo X-Force #25 for $40. Of course, Matt. Yep. You don't need the 10, you just want the 11, right? I'll make sure everybody gets their extra copies. I feel like we had this somewhere else in the box. Just 11 hot chick covers. Wahaha! This is the Hots version of X of Swords #1, normally $25. Reminds me of Berserker. This is a Capcom little skinny comic that they used to insert in something and give away. It's hard to find this book. That one is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse #1, normally a $30 book. Matt, if we don't, how about I just tell you that next Thursday I'll start with that? How's that? X-Men Return of Magic #1 collects stories from X-Men Unlimited, New X-Men, and Divided We Stand. That one's normally a $25 book. Because there's a ton there. It would be real hard to make it through. X-Men #53 with Onslaught, the first appearance of Onslaught. Oh, can you imagine if they made this movie? Oh, that one's normally $20. Just regular X-Force #2s, normally $25. Merry Christmas. Yes, Chris, to all y'all. I'm so happy to have you guys as part of my family. My comic family. X-Force, this one is a #1. It's a 1 in 500 cover. Normally a $125. Looks like we can put some in, Matt. We're going to blow through what we can. I'm going to skedaddle off here in about 3 minutes. So let's see how much we can get done in 3 minutes. How about if I, instead of trying to figure out what they are, well, I guess they're on there on the front. All right, this one is a John Royal cover. 2021 Diamond Retailer. That one is normally $20. This one is Ian McDonald 2022 Diamond Retailer September Bronze. Normally $15. This is a John Royal November Bronze. Normally $15. This is an Oz #5 retailer exclusive, normally $25. This is Paolo Pantalina, February silver level, normally $25. November bronze. Super pretty, right, Matt? I love all these covers. I think that's right. Ian McDonald, June bronze, normally $15. Elias Chazudis, November silver, normally $20. John Royal, May silver variant, normally $20. Ivan Tao, April bronze, normally $15. John Royal, limited bronze, normally $28. I feel like all the stuff I read is for fun, not work related, but I'm reading a novel right now. I finally started reading the Dresden Files stuff. I will be real and say, I feel like I've jumped in the middle of something and I found an editing mistake in the book. So I don't know if I'm, I'm so picky. Grimm Fairy Tales Wonderland number 39. This one is normally a $12 cover. And I feel like we showed this one, but in case I didn't, the Ian McDonald September bronze was normally $15. All right, and that's as much as I can get done today. Again, if you just joined us, you can go back and watch the show and claim anything that I did show. I'll try to get done with the Zenoscope next week so that Matt can get all the cool art that he likes. You guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Do stay around for the Beardy Show. You could probably learn something cool about a new book you might want to buy at your LCS. Thank you, guys. I've been Miss Jen, and I'll see you guys later.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.